just driving north on the A30. I haven't made a driving video for ages. It's perfectly safe. My camera is fixed on the steering wheel, so I don't have to hold it, look, see. But I'm really thinking about this series of videos and conversations that's been taking place those last couple of days. I think initially prompted by one of Laura Layla's videos, to do with the effect that revealing skin has on conversation, like particularly women, but I guess it could apply to either sex, particularly women who show their cleavage to camera, and what kind of responses that promotes. Because it either promotes flirtatious behaviour on the behalf of men, or insulting behaviour on the behalf of men, and occasionally women as well. And it also has an effect on other kinds of conversation that take place. Some people say they can ignore the kind of sexual connotations perhaps of the visual image and just get on with conversation. Some people say they can't. There's a variety of different responses to that. So that's what I'm thinking about. And I think one of the maybe one of the reasons why people find it slightly odd and disconcerting and perhaps less than entirely less than possessing integrity in some way, is because of something to do with authenticity and honesty. Because there's something about the way the body responds which I think we like to believe is very authentic. I guess I'm speaking here primarily as a man, like it's pretty much impossible for a man to fake an orgasm, let's say. Or, before the invention of the little blue pills, it was pretty much impossible for a man to fake an erection. So the amount of attraction, the sexual attraction that a woman held for a man was completely undeniable and visible. Do you know what I mean? Like if you were in the presence of a woman and you had a hard-on, that there was nothing to say about that. It was, and there's a kind of authenticity and a kind of honesty about that. You might not always be appropriate, but what it always is kind of honest. Do you know what I mean? And I think we're like that about the body. The fact that the body, either in those kind of fairly gross, really easily observed responses, or in the more subtle responses, we like to think that the body is incapable of subterfuge. It doesn't have ulterior motives. It doesn't play mind games. It doesn't try to sell you anything, or it doesn't try to. It just does what it does. There's a kind of, as I say, there's an authenticity to the body, which we like. And when that's brought into question, when that's subverted, deliberately subverted, then I think we find it a bit offensive. So, for example, if a woman, let's say in this case, well, it could be, there's a male equivalent, if a woman seems to be demonstrating the signs of sexual attractiveness or sexual attraction, she seems to be giving off a signal that she's attracted to you in a way that would be completely non-conscious, completely authentic, completely honest under certain circumstances, but which is absolutely under her control and has been thought about, planned, and is being done for particular reasons, perhaps to make money or to gather attention of certain kinds, then it feels like a con. It feels like not only that she personally is manipulating you, but that the whole system of the whole honour system of the body is being undermined. Do you know what I mean? It's like I don't want to pick on women particularly, because obviously there is male equivalents to that, but this showing your cleavage thing is an example of that. There are sexual displays which both men and women go through, non-conscious sexual displays, which behaviours that we just, without thinking, just drop into when we're flirting with someone. But when someone seems to take control of those and is doing it for other reasons, then it feels like, as I say, you're being cheated. And not only are you being cheated, but the whole system is being undermined. So maybe that's one of the reasons why we don't like it, or some of us don't like it, or why we like it but don't like the fact that we're liking it, or something like that.